Hi, Linda Sessions here, and I'm your instructor for computer applications, and I do try to do videos every week. This is the end of the first week, and you should have received an email from me or a text from me letting you know that class has started, that there are assignments that are due Saturday or Sunday, so make sure you get them turned in. The ones on Saturday, that is what I use to determine attendance for the class. So if you don't get those assignments that are due on Saturday, then you might be put in that you're absent. So make sure you get those assignments and follow those due dates, because that's how I fill out attendance, and I have to fill out attendance on Sunday, which is why we have assignments that are due on Saturday. So if I come in here to Blackboard, I'm going to click on one of the computer application classes here. I do have 2 computer application classes this semester. If I go into view as a student, over here on the left-hand side, you will see grades. And if you click on that grades, it's going to bring up your grade book for this class, and actually any class that you're taking. And you can come in here, and for my classes, I try to put the due date the assignments are in, and you can see the score over here as well. And this lets you know the introduction is due March 29th by 11:59 p.m. and it's worth 15 points. And I haven't done it yet. If I had done it, there would be a circle here, and I think it would be gold if I hadn't graded it yet. If you've turned something in and it's been graded, you're going to see a number there. If you see looks like a little call out box, then that means I've left a message for you. I've either said, hey, great job, or if I counted off points, I always try to tell you why I've taken off points so you can see exactly where I'm coming from. So if you see that little box over here, click on that. It's a message from me, and you will see that here in the grades. So you can see here, this is due March 29th, the Getting to Know quiz, the Start Here quiz is due. Those are all due by March 29th, and by the 30th, which is Sunday, the quiz to common mistakes, the correct version of Office assignment, and creating a file folder. Those are all due Sunday. And then we get into the second week. Again, everything is open for you, so you can work ahead. But make sure that you get these done first. Don't work ahead. Make sure you get these done first. And like I said, watch the due dates. If something happens, emergency comes up, and you know you're not going to get something done, it is up to you to reach out to me to request an extension. And I may or may not grant it. It depends on what it is. If it's, I worked, we all work, right? You need to plan your schedule so that you have time to do for the class. We're actually going to be doing a time management assignment this second week in class to help you with that. So let me know 24 hours before the due date if you know you're going to have trouble getting stuff done. I realize a lot of you probably work during the week, and so you do your work on the weekends. Well, go ahead and start working on the April 5th and 6th assignment this weekend too. Then you can see there's 3 assignments that are due April 12th, and then there's going to be 3 assignments due 13th. But you can go ahead and get the 5th and 6th assignments done early, and that way you're ahead of the game. That's what I want you to do. Don't wait until like the day of the assignment's due or the day before to start working on it, because that's not going to give you time to reach out to me if you have questions and give me time to answer back. For instance, tomorrow I'm actually presenting at a leadership conference on campus. So I'm going to be busy during the day. I'm not going to be able to answer questions until Saturday night. And so I might not be able to get back with you before those assignments are due. So make sure that you start and check out your assignments early. If I come back over here and go back to modules, again, I'm still in the student view. Here's the Start Here folder. Here's their student resources. There's an e-textbook link here, but I don't recommend you use that one. In the modules, I give you links to the textbook, and if you go to that link that's in the module, it will take you right to where you need to go in the textbook. So that's a little different than what some of your other classes how they might be set up. It might be a little new. So, excuse me, I'm going to leave the student view. When you go into this, where is it at? Accessing the e-text. Right here, this is just the instructions for getting into SAM. And I know some of you, if you're an auto over in the trades area, you might already have a Cengage account, so you probably won't need to do this. When you click on this one right here, when you click on the assignment link and you see this screen, if you already have a Cengage account, then you're just going to put that username in there. Excuse me. This is not where you're going to enter in your WSU Tech username and then your WSU Tech password. If you do not have a Cengage account, you're going to click right here, create an account. Okay, so make sure you do that and then follow the steps. But if you already have an account, you don't need to do that. We go back to modules here. When you click on that e-text link, that read, it's going to bring up that page in the textbook, and it's going to give you a little poster on tips and tricks for using SAM. And SAM is what we'll be using next week, okay, or this week. I think I just closed the class. I did. Go back in the class. I have a habit of liking to close my tabs that I'm not using. Then I close too many. So if we come on down here, week 1, there's information there. This correct version of Office assignment, I want to make sure that you're using the desktop version of Office. I know some of you have indicated to me that you're using Chromebook, and I've already reached out to you to talk to you about that. This class does work best with PCs, Chromebooks, and iPads. I can't even grade on my iPad, and I love my iPad. And the Microsoft Office is not the same on your iPad as it is on your PC. So you need to find a PC and access to a PC in order to complete your assignments here in class. If you have a MacBook, that will work for the class. I'm not real savvy about MacBooks, but if you have some issues, reach out and we'll figure it out together, okay? So in week 2, you're going to be getting into Excel. So Excel is Microsoft's Office spreadsheet program. And I use it every week when I'm paying my bills to help me keep track of stuff. And so you'll be looking at Excel here in week 2. You've got the checklist. There's a discussion board. Now, a lot of the discussion boards, I just want your opinion. You don't need to go to ChatGPT or anything. And I think in this one, I also even ask you, do you think government's getting too involved? If you don't want to answer that, you don't have to. I mean, this is not a political class or anything. I just kind of want to know what you think about technology. Where are we at? I mean, it's changes all the time, and it's just, God, are we too dependent on it? What do you think? So read the discussion post and post and then reply to a fellow student. So make sure you post early so your fellow students have somebody to reply to when they get on there. This videos, now if you click on this, it's going to take you to my YouTube channel. And here on my YouTube channel,
from idea to submission, empower students.
Over here on the right hand side is my CED 115 playlist. So here is the week 1 video that I did for last semester. Sorry, I didn't get one done for the second 8 weeks. But I'm going to leave that up here for you. None of the assignments have changed. The welcome to CED 115, how to save files if you needed some help with that. The week 2 video, this is for the first 8 weeks. It's probably going to be a little different than this one. But right here, SAM Project 1, if you click on this one, this is going to take you to a video where I actually go over how to do the assignment for SAM Project 1. Usually, if you're in my face-to-face class, we do this project in class. And I talk about it, and I tell you about the different steps in Excel and what everything is as we're working through this in class. And I got to thinking, why don't I do that for my online students? So here it is. You can start and stop me. It's 49 minutes long, and that's because I talk a lot about the different aspects and different things in Excel. So if you're brand new to Excel, please make sure that you watch this. The next one here is the Module 2, the Rivera Engineering. And this, you can see it's a little bit shorter because I don't spend a lot of time going over what Excel exactly doing about the different aspects and different tabs in Excel. But I go over that assignment with you. The next one here is Linda's take on time management, and this is the video that I want you to watch on time management this week. And then here is a video going over how to create your schedule using Excel in time management. Now, I did have a student one semester who just created her weekly schedule in the comment section and didn't even use Excel, and that's not it. Part of the weekly schedule, I want you to look at the time management tips that we talked about in the video, apply them to your life, create a schedule using Excel and the skills that you have in Excel. So you do have to create your time management. Everybody's is going to be different because your week is different than mine, but using Excel and time management. So SAM Project 1, Excel Module 2, the take on time management, and the weekly schedule using Excel. All 4 of those videos go with Module 2. So I come back up here. If I click on the next button, it's just going to take me to the next item in the chart, and this happens to be the textbook. Now, I do realize that a lot of you will never read the textbook. That's just the way it is nowadays. I was one of those who I always read the textbook. I might not have read every single page, but I like to go in and look at the textbook. I really like this textbook. And I'm hoping you will at least click on this link and you will go in and you will look at this table of contents. If you're new to Excel, I would like you to click on this arrow over here and just kind of review every page, just a little bit, because it's going to tell you a little bit more about Excel. Now, if you're interested in really learning and deep diving into Excel, let me know. I can send you the files and you can actually be creating this information by following the steps in the chapter, but that's not required for this class, so you don't have to do that, but if you want to, let me know. But just go through, like this page right here is all terms that we're going to be talking about in Excel, and how to start Excel, create a blank workbook. Okay. If I come back over here on the left-hand side and click on the table of contents icon here, if you know Excel, if it isn't brand new to you, I want you to at least look through this table of contents and see if there's something there that's new to you. Wow, I can sum a column of numbers? How do I do that? If it's something that you're not sure how to do, then click on it and go in and read that section in the textbook. So this all tells you how to use the sum function, what it works, and what you can do with it. Okay, so including other ways to sum your information. And that's going to put a formula in there, and you can see right up here in the function bar here, or formula bar. I've heard it called both. lots of information. Click back over on the table of contents. So I'd like you to spend at least 15 minutes looking at the table of contents and looking through them. Now at the bottom you've got a review and you have a summary, which is, they're really good here in this textbook. You do not have to do any this apply your knowledge, extend your knowledge. Any of these at the bottom you do not have to do. They are not required for this class. Once you have looked over your textbook, you're going to go to the next item in the module, and this is going to bring up the SAM. Now, in the video that's in YouTube, I go over in detail how to do this next sheet. So here's a SAM project. You can do this 3 times. Once you do it, when you submit it, you're going to be automatically graded. And you can look at that graded report, and if you didn't get all 50 points, if you want to redo it and resubmit it for a higher grade, you can, up to 3 times. So when I clicked on that start button, I got my instruction file and my starter file. So I'm going to open on both of those. I'm going to take this starter file and I'm going to modify it based on the instructions. And the instructions are going to tell me exactly what I need to do to this Excel file. Once I have these open, I don't have to keep this open in Canvas. I can close it. It will take you anywhere, depending upon your skills. It could take you an hour to do this project. It might take you an hour and a half. As you're working on the instructions, if you have questions on one of the skills and you're not sure how to do it, you can go to the e-text. Where is that at? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with my mouse here now. Now it's drawing. Go away. Weird. I'm sorry. Exit drawing. I've never seen that before. Okay. I can go back to my textbook if I have questions and look it up. You can use Google to look up how to do that particular skill, or you can go back to that YouTube video. All right? So anything you do for this class is open book. You still have to do it. Once you get done and you submitted it, you're going to automatically on these going to get a graded report. And that graded report is going to show you exactly what you did wrong, or it's going to tell you, hey, 50 out of 50. And but if you didn't get 50 out of 50, then it's going to let you know what you did wrong. And you, like I said, you can open it back up and you can resubmit it. So here in Canvas, you can see the read. Anytime you see read, that's the e-text. Do is something that you need to do. So here's the do, project 1. Here's the read. Go a little bit more deeper into Excel with the formulas and functions and formatting. And then do right here. This is the time management, and when you click on this one, it's going to take you right to that YouTube video on time management. And now if I go to the time management spreadsheet, it's going to give you a little bit of information here on creating a table in Excel. Again, here is a link to the time management video. We just had the link to. It's the same exact video. Here is a link to the YouTube video for the helping you create the Excel spreadsheet. And then here are the assignment instructions. Always make sure that you look at the instructions. Don't just depend on a video. Okay, make sure you follow the instructions as well. It's going to tell you what you need to do, how to format it, and then right here is a submission. And this is what your final spreadsheet might look like. This is my schedule from a couple of years ago. Try to get sleep, my family time, my work time, class time. And then you're also going to enter something in the comments area about your schedule. I want you to analyze your work. Analyze your time. Is there something that you need to do differently? Do you need to switch some things around so you have more time to do your homework? I know, like I said, a lot of people tell me, I can only do assignments on the weekend. Well, if you're taking 2 classes and they're 3 credit hour classes, then that means you should be spending 6 hours of the week in class and then an additional 9 to 12 hours doing homework per class. Now that's more than 1 weekend. So if you have 2 very difficult classes, it's going to be hard just to be able to finish them and get them done to the best of your ability on the weekends. You're probably going to have to find some time during the week as well. It might mean giving up some family time during the week, and I know family time is precious, but this is a short-term goal. This is an 8-week class, and that's what I want you to think about. What is your time? Where are you spending it? What can you change to make sure that you're successful in your classes? Not only in mine, but in any other classes that you're taking this semester. And then you're going to be submitting it. So, that is week 2. If you have any questions, I am here for you. I'm usually at the South Campus if you want to come to the South Campus to meet with me face-to-face. Or we can do a Zoom meeting, or we can just do a phone call. Just reach out and let me know. And try to have some fun with Excel. Learn some new things. And try to enjoy the weekend. I hope the sun comes back out. So take care. Bye.